growing up in the suburbs gave us lots of frustrations to work out in our music, I think. So as a result, you know, there's only one way to reinterpret your mother yelling at you, and that's to turn up your amp. Well, we were like suburban garage hermits. Alex and I went to the same junior high school. He called me one time, and he was doing some gig at a local drop-in center, and their bass player didn't show up, so he wanted to know if I'd come down. So I came down. It was the first time I actually kind of played with him in any kind of public way. Well, the old club scene in Toronto was, you know, was small, and it was very strange. It was transitional back then because a lot of the drinking age had just lowered not too long before that, and a lot of these places were old kind of bars that were in the midst of, you know, converting themselves to rock bars. So they were still kind of a mixture of crowd, you know. They couldn't stand it because, you know, we were so loud. They couldn't hear the beer orders, and you know, that was like the major conflict on a, you know, ongoing basis with the club owners, was they can't hear the beer orders. Alex and I had started writing like music that was a little more complex, and what we loved about Neil's playing, as soon as the first day we jammed with him in a little warehouse, we started jamming to some of the new music Alex and I had been writing, and he was like right in there. So it was a kind of like a third part of the equation. Somebody sent Cleveland radio station a copy of our album that came out here, and there was a woman that worked for WMMS her name was Donna Halper. She was program director. She loved Canadian bands, Canadian music, and she put our record on immediately and started getting all these phone calls. So within a couple of weeks, we had a couple of offers from American record companies to put a deal together. So it was a really exciting time for us. We were just floored. And it happened very quickly, as these things do. And so within a couple of months, we had gone from playing bars and, you know, recording in the middle of the night to opening up for Uriah Heep and Kiss, Aerosmith, and those kind of bands. It's pretty exciting time.
By the mid-'80s, Rush had become one of the biggest grossing rock acts in the world.
Whatever aspect of us you look at when you boil it down, we're musicians, usually first. And certainly for the first, I don't know, third or almost half of our career, our music was driven by musician kind of desires, you know. Playing abilities, always stretching that. And it wasn't really until the last half of our career, last third of our career, that we focused more on composition and writing songs in a more classical form.